Hello, friends. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for your patronage. Today we are going to talk about what is culture, because it's not exactly an easy question to answer in just one sentence. So let's get going. Purple rhymes with orange told me in the last video that I might want to talk about what I mean by culture. There are entire college classes on the subject, so there is no way I'm going to get through everything in one video, but I will try to at least give an overview. Culture manifests itself at three levels: observable artifacts, values, and basic underlying assumptions. Artifacts include a physical layout, dress code, how people address each other, smell and feel of places, emotional intensity, and more permanent archival things like records. Artifacts are easy to find but hard to interpret. Values govern behavior, but it is hard to observe values. Many times, cultural anthropologists must infer these by speaking with key members of the group or analyze such things as documents or charters. However, when identifying such values, it is important to note that these are espoused values. That is, people focus on what reasons they would like to underlie their behaviors ideally, while the real reasons behind their behavior remains concealed. To completely ascertain a group's values and overt behaviors, it is necessary to delineate the group's underlying assumptions. These are typically unconscious, but they determine how group members perceive, think, and feel. These assumptions are learned responses that originate as ideal values. These values lead to behaviors that begin to solve the problem which prompted it, and gradually these values are converted into assumptions of how things really are. These assumptions fade from awareness and become so powerful that they are less debatable than espoused values. Culture is learned, not inherited. A person gets their culture from their social environment. However, culture does influence biological processes. Take eating, for example. All humans need to eat, but what we eat, how often we eat, how much we eat, and with whom we eat are partially determined by culture. No population can be described by a single culture because individuals within one culture inevitably belong to more than one social group. Thus, we have the concept of subcultures. Some people assume that all people from a culture are cast from the same mold, but this is erroneous for both sociogenic and psychogenic reasons. No two individuals occupy the same sociological location in a population. This is the sociogenic explanation for the non-uniform distribution of culture. The psychogenic explanation entails ways in which culture is found in individuals. These include the circumstances under which the person learns cultural images or encodements. In other words, individuals internalize culture to varying degrees. Culture has eidetic and emic qualities. Because we have largely similar biologies and live in similar environments, we share similarities in culture. For instance, suppose you are speaking to someone from a different culture. Instead of looking you in the eyes, as an American would, she looks everywhere but your eyes. This is a common cultural misunderstanding. In your partner's culture, looking you in the eyes when speaking is a sign of disrespect, whereas in America, it is a sign of respect. In this case, it is only the behavior that is imic, while trying to show respect is edic. Cultural innovations happen in two ways: invention and cultural diffusion. Change mechanisms that happen within a culture are discovery and invention, while most innovations are introduced by cultural diffusion or the spreading of cultural items from one culture to another. I think that's a good place to stop for today. Perhaps now you know that there's a lot more to culture than just the word culture. Also, if you liked this content, please hit the like button, push the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified when I come out with new content, hit the bell. Also, you can join me on Twitter. I am now on Discord, and I'm not asking you to support me, but if you would like to send some money, I now have a PayPal account that is all linked in the description. As well, my sources are linked in the description. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are 2 videos that I've handpicked. If you have not watched them, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, folks, goodbye and have a great day.